win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, and I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, Lawrence. That is caught. It's Uzoma. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 13 yards there and a Washington first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we go to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
44 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Again, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now it's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cook is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Did you see the replay?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2nd and 4. Lawrence going to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Again, it's Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzama. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lawrence will throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounder.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. James Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Paul want to give up the middle. And some room to work. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going in the third quarter.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Newton. And this is Cook. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. C.J. Uzomah. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player for the play that he likes to run best.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of... And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third and goal, Lawrence. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, that really shows they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go again with Hall. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it.
He's got a man, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stopped us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for